In a previous episode, we were talking about identity, how important it is for us to have a sense of identity, and how much influence it can have in our lives. Now, I would like to discuss a little bit about what is an identity crisis. How can we identify if we're going through an identity crisis, and how to manage it until we can finally overcome this crisis. Identity crisis is one of the most common and frequent affections in modern society. And although it's not listed in the DSM as a clinical disorder, it can be closely related to mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, or borderline personality disorder. This crisis can be triggered by daily life events, stressful situations, or sudden changes in your life. So what is really an identity crisis? So an identity crisis can be defined as a conflict or a dissonance between the life you're living right now and the life you think you should be living. And it can get even worse when you have no idea what that life that you're looking for looks like. You only know that you feel deeply dissatisfied. The signs that you're going through an identity crisis will show regardless of your age, either if you are a middle-aged person or a teenager. And these signs can be different from person to person. So it is up to you to identify what those symptoms are. In general, you will feel a persistent questioning of your purpose in life, questioning your core beliefs, feeling of apathy and disconnection, difficulties to make decisions, lack of self-worth, and persistent doubts of your role in this world. It is also common to see feelings of emotional distress, anxiety, and changes in your behavior. Major life changes, stress, and constantly trying to fit and conform to other people's expectations can enormously influence the way you feel about your identity. And we can see this very accurately portrayed in the movie American Beauty, directed by Sam Mendes, where the character Lester Vernon, played by Kevin Spacey, goes through an identity crisis, or what some people call a midlife crisis, where he decides to stop being that person that everybody expects him to be.
Lester, could you make me a little later, please? Because I'm not quite late enough. Nice going, Dad.
Somebody he doesn't respect and actually he despises, and start becoming the man that he always wanted to be.
Whose car is that out front?
Mine. 1970 Pontiac Firebird, the car I've always wanted, and now I have it. I rule!
Or at least he thought he wanted to be. It is important to remember that these manifestations of crisis and problems are not always negative. They are warning signals. And these symptoms are the only way that our brain and our body have to communicate to us that is something that needs to be changed or addressed. What is really negative is to ignore those signals and do nothing about them. It is also very important to understand that our identity is an organic entity that is always changing and adapting. We need to reevaluate it frequently so we understand better who we are as an individual, or at least how we see ourselves and how we interact with our environment. To help you do that, I have prepared a couple of exercises that will help you visualize what are the aspects of your life that you see in yourself or that you want to see in yourself, and how those aspects of your life interact with each other. In the following video, I will share with you how you can use these tools, these exercises. If you come this far into the video and you find this information useful, consider supporting this channel. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment so I can share this information with more people. Thank you.